Hey everyone, so I was not planning on making this impromptu video, but it just really bothered me what I just saw. So a day or so ago, I stumbled upon an article, and now she's everywhere on the internet, about Asena O'Neill. I hope I pronounced that exactly the way that she has her name, because she's Australian and I've never seen that name before. So Asena posted videos and like altered her Instagram and posted about how she wants to admit that social media has really caused her to spiral into depression and kind of become materialistic with likes and whatnot. And it's just a never ending cycle that she's been suffering since about age 12, that she's lost her childhood. And I honestly do identify. And I know a lot of people do identify with the fact that they have become narrow-minded with this, where, it's not so much about, like, social media is starting to like spiral, where Instagram is not really about documenting your life anymore and treating it like a blog. It's literally putting your highlight reel on it. I will admit to that. Like, I do the same thing. If I will take 100 selfies for a good picture, I'll see something and I'll take a picture and then I'll question, like, well, will this get enough likes? And I know that I'm not alone. There's a lot of people like this. So she posted videos and I checked out her whole website and everything. And now that she's risen to fame that way, which there's nothing wrong with rising to fame through, constructive social movements like this. There really isn't. She's getting backlash. And I just watched a video. Let me make sure that I can pull it up right. I want to make sure. Okay, it was by these YouTubing sisters, Nina and Randa. And I've never seen them before, but, they popped up about, oh my gosh, I really don't want to be flashing people with in this video. But, okay, it's popped up and I watched this video and I want to say that it was just completely disgusting. Asena has posted stuff that was, she admits, she's opening up her true feelings. She admits the truth. She admits how she was happy on the outside, but it was so artificial because like something was boiling within her with this depression, with the fact of like valuing such materialistic things. And so she pours her heart out. And these two girls who were supposedly her friends, they really just want to ride her wave of fame. That's all I'm going to say. They were so mean about going about doing it, exposing her personal life, which is always very inappropriate, tearing her down. Like, what's the reasoning? The whole reasoning you get from this is views. Even the title of their video, they have Asena O'Neill quitting social media is a hoax. And of course, Asena O'Neill is, hot topic, so her name's in all caps. And the word hoax is in all caps. And there are a lot of, like, I'm a communication major, and I believe that there's a lot of good things with social media, but I know it can consume you. It consumes me. It consumes my friends. It can really dominate somebody's life. It's, so they're going about denying it and accusing her of not, being appropriate with the facts and like acknowledging the good things with social media. Yeah, there are good things about social media. That's how it was initially like launched and pitched and logoed and whatnot. But you cannot deny this new culture, this online, this culture that has managed to split the identities of somebody's true self and then their online presence. And I won't let you challenge that, because there are girls who are actually, just like Asena, who are very deeply depressed. They compare themselves. It happens. The media, companies have taught ourselves to compare one another, like us to one another. So you can't deny that. And then the fact that you're blaming her for still using social media, I've seen how people are like, well, Asena O'Neill did watch this video that her supposed friends made. And then people were like, well, if you quit the internet, why are you on the internet? Okay, if you were told that you had a viral video going on about you trashing you, you would log on to YouTube to watch that video. You know, you naturally would. So don't call her hypocritical. Also, the fact that she is using the good aspect that, you know, these two YouTubers say that Asina O'Neil does not realize, but obviously Asina O'Neil does realize because she is running this campaign through her social media platforms. And honestly, her target audience are people who use social media. So it makes perfect sense. It's not her being hypocritical. One second, I gotta charge my laptop. I hope, like, the words that I'm saying, like, I'm just so mad and flustered. I don't really have, you know, an outline to this video, but I'm gonna have to, like, I just have to say something. And, you know, and indirectly, I kind of want views for saying it because that's kind of the world that I live in, and that's kind of the world that everybody lives in. And we kind of have to take a moment to step back and realize, wow, I'm so angry. I do need to vent. And I feel like the internet is a great way to listen because the audience has seen and heard about Asina O'Neil and maybe this video that her two supposed friends uploaded in response saying she's, you know, doing a hoax. But you guys are still like the best audience to talk to. But at the same time, I do want views because that's the world we live in. And there's no denying that. There's no denying that those girls want views, you know. So so readdressing about how she might be hypocritical by using social media? No, because she's not, you know, she's not targeting those adults who don't know how to use Facebook, who don't understand the culture. She's targeting the girls and boys and, you know, the generations that use social media because they're the ones who are getting sucked in. So it makes sense why her platform would be on social media. And she is executing the positive, you know, side to the positive aspects that come with social media. So how it can unify and connect and spread awareness. That's what, as these girls, Nina and Randa, are accusing her of not acknowledging, but she is realizing that by making it on social media. And I think that nonetheless, you know, Asina O'Neil will, you know, like any human being, still kind of wander back to social media to a certain degree because she knows that she's talked about. You know, if you knew you were talked about after a movement like this, you would go back on. You wouldn't be able to just completely quit social media. Also, just in general, like if, like even without like this dramatic, you know, very public, viral, you know, like resignation that she did. If it was just me, who's not super popular online, anything like that, and I talked about quitting social media because of those reasons, I might relapse and still go back to social media, and she's totally, as a human, allowed to do that. And if I was knowing that I was being talked about, I would revisit social media. And plus, maybe she's revisiting social media for the positive aspects to watch YouTube videos. Maybe she wants to watch a YouTuber talk, you know, show her a beauty tutorial or something like that. Like, is she not allowed to use social media? Are you going to call her a hypocrite for that? Because do you think if you were in her place that you would be able to completely 100% quit social media? It's really impossible. And the world lives off the fact that each individual is on social media. I know this because I have an organization and our main source of mass contacting each other is a Facebook group. And so I have some girls who come to me who don't have a Facebook, and I put them on the email list, and I'm going to be honest, I sometimes forget to email them because we're not in this realm. We're in the realm of social media. It's easier, it's more convenient for me to just post in this Facebook group. So yeah, so life is moving on without, you know, my club is moving on without those members who are just on the email list. Because of that, because they don't have social media. Because that's not how the world works and revolves around social media nonetheless. So, okay. So, I guess you could deny it. I'm not saying it's supposed to be an important thing in life, you know, but you cannot deny the presence of social media. I bet you have a smartphone. Okay. There's my rant. I probably have more to say, but those are the main points from when I first watched the video. And plus, you know, I have homework to do. I'm a college student. So I hope everybody has a great day. And I hope you guys ignore those two YouTubers. Don't subscribe to them. They're terrible. They're mean. Their true colors have shown. But definitely check into the campaign. I want to say letsbegamechangers.com is her website. I'll try to link in the description below, but oh my gosh. Okay. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.